Hey folks, Vision Preparedness here. How's everybody doing for Friday the 13th? I don't care about Friday the 13th. What I care about is you and your families and my families and myself. Today I want to talk to you about a commonly known thing. We may have forgot about it, especially in these days and times. What's in your vehicle? Today I want to talk about a get home bag. Do you have a get home bag? Are you wondering what to put in your get home bag? So I'm going to discuss and show a couple items that I have in my get home bag, because if something happens to where we may be hit by an EMP or whatever, likely we're not going to be home where we need to be, our sanctuary, our fortress, our place of safety and comfort zone for us and our family and loved ones. Get home bag. I keep actually 4 bags in my truck, and if something happens to go down, I can actually condense those 4 bags into one. The first bag I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to pull out everything in here because I don't want YouTube to shut me down, but this is my weapon bag. This is my everyday carry weapons bag. If my weapon is not on me, it's in my bag, in my vehicle, that I can access easily. A couple things I carry in here. I'm not going to pull out the weapon, but I do keep a trauma pack that has quick clot in it and items that will take care of trauma issues. I also have in here a fire kit. I got a ferro rod, some starting tinder. I have a flashlight. I keep one flashlight in here. I always carry a knife in my pocket, and I have 2 flashlights in here. So this is my everyday carry, as I call it, weapons bag. And if you do carry a weapon with you, I will say this: have multiple clips. So let's say an EMP goes off in the morning or worse. How are you going to get home? We've never had an EMP go off in this country. We don't know if our vehicles will start or not. Okay? So if my vehicle won't start, I'm going to need to abandon it. And I have another bag that I don't have with me because I'm going to do a separate video on that bag alone and what's in it. My second bag that I carry is a bag that I keep everything else in. And in this bag, of course, extra magazine with freedom seeds in it. Multi-tool. I'm not into big brands. You buy what you like or can afford, but I carry a good multi-tool in here as well. A couple other items. I have a monocular, just in case if you're walking and I need to look down the way and see what's going on. I got a nice monocular where I can see what's going on ahead. That's very crucial, especially during a time of chaos and you're not in your vehicle, but yet you're trying to make your way home or to a separate, safe location that you're in your way to. Now, think about where you work and where you live, okay? If you have to walk, how long is it going to take you to get home? The average person can walk maybe 3 miles an hour. So keep in mind, if you have a get home bag, whether it's a backpack or whatever, you have to make sure that you can carry that in your journey home. Also, you want to be gray man. You want to blend in, but stay inconspicuous and keep moving towards your destination. Headlamp. Always at night, if I'm doing something and I need to, whether I'm building shelter or a fire, but I need both hands, I've got a headlamp. Also, Sharpie marker. If in your plan, you're supposed to meet somebody somewhere at your job or wherever, you may need to write a message that only whoever it's meant to be can decode it. So you write your message with your Sharpie on glass or whatever, and you're good there. And of course, another flashlight that I keep in here. And a knife. Always keep an extra knife in here. I keep this knife in my bag. This particular knife is a knife. It has a seatbelt cutter on it and a glass break, just in case I need to get out the vehicle. And I keep my bags under the back seat of my pickup truck. So it's concealed out of the way. Fire tender starter, some more that I keep. And also a wire saw, just in case I may need to do firewood, but I would probably use a knife to create firewood. Now, in my bag here, the main compartment, I keep in here Gauze Pads. In here's a small kit with some tape and some compression bandages and some liquid new skin in case I have a cut and I need to close that cut up. There it is. And of course in here I keep another trauma pack in this bag. We all know 2 is 1, 1 is none. So here's another trauma pack that I keep in here as well. Compression bandage. I keep compression bandages just in case I need them for whatever, sprained ankle, knee, whatever. And then I have in here some rehydration mix in case. One thing that's not in my bag that I keep in my truck is a metal water container. So, and I keep a gallon of water in my truck during the summer. During the summer months, I keep smaller bottles of water. Even though those may freeze, they're still going to be okay because my truck's not parked outside. They may freeze, but the water's okay. So rehydration tablets and oral mix that I keep in there. Latex gloves. You never know when you might have to actually lend aid to somebody. Paracord. And here I have prep pads, antiseptic, microcrybial, or however you pronounce it, wipes, and some cortisone, just in case. And in the bottom of here also, blister patches, just in case, you know, you get a blister on your foot while you're en route to your destination. You can put a blister patch on, and that'll take care of that. And I keep an extra box of freedom seeds in here for the big boomstick that I carry. And that is pretty much it for this particular bag. Now, one of the last bags I want to talk about that I carry is a Ifak bag. I'm not going to go through everything that's in my individual first aid kit, but in here are chest seals, tourniquets, burn treatments, anything that can happen that I may need that I'm injured or somebody else is inside this bag. And I'll talk more about this bag also in another video. But think about it. If something happens, how are you going to get home? How are would you communicate with a loved one? I keep a ham radio, a Baofeng in my truck in the glove box, and that I need to communicate with those people that I need to communicate so we can put our plan into action. Even though I don't have to tell them that the plan is in action, they know. So they'll follow protocol and do what has to be done and what we've already talked about. But think about it. If there's mass chaos trying to get home, how are you going to get home safely? How are your loved ones going to get home safely? You know, that's something that we have to think about. Put a plan together with your family and talk about it. If something happens on a large scale where you live, what's your plan? Kids are at school, soon to be out of school. Your spouse is at work, your significant other, whatever. Everybody's in different places during the day. So you got to think about, how are we going to get home? In theory, it may take me 20 hours or it may take me a day to get home, depending on what's going on out in the streets. I can tell you this, if I see a bicycle laying down or somewhere, I'm jumping on that bike and I'm biking home. If I come across somebody that I know and we're headed in the same direction, we're going to walk together. I also keep tarps in my truck, shovels, bungee cords, blankets, emergency blankets. All of that stuff is in my truck or one of my bags that will allow me to be prepared while I'm on my way home. So that's something we all need to think about. This is actually a shorted version of a course we actually teach. What's in your vehicle? Creating a get home bag, items, and it's scenario based, and we allow our participants, you have 10 items you can choose from. There's a list of 15. You can only choose 10 to carry with you while you're on your journey home. And we talk about, why did you pick those items and what they can do for you and help you along your way to getting home safely, because that's the goal. So those are a lot of the things we talk about in the class, and it's actually a 2-hour class, and we go through different scenarios, and we have information that comes up that gives us more information about what's going on, where we're at in our journey home. We actually have I can't talk today on a Friday. We actually have our participants calculate how far it is from their job to their home. And based on that mileage, traveling at 3 miles an hour, a rough estimate of how long it's going to take them to get home. And as we throw things in other scenarios and instant confrontations into this journey home, that could increase the time it takes them to get home. So those are some of the things we do in the class. And at the end of the class, the participants get a backpack. We're actually finalizing a gray man backpack to give to our class members so that they blend in as they're traveling home. You know, everybody, if you have this tactical bag that you're on and people notice it as you're moving, you instantly have become a target. You know, you want to be able to protect yourself on your way home, but you also want to get home safely and blend in as much as you can on your journey to your destination. It's really important to have this thought out, because we never know the day or time. But if it does happen, we will be prepared to make that journey to get home safely. That is the goal. In one of the other bags, I keep high calorie food in that particular bag. So if I'm out overnight, I have something to eat that will sustain me and give me the calories to continue my journey. One other thing I will mention, Angry Prepper on his, I think it's the Angry Prepper Fitness, he's doing a rucksack challenge where you take your rucksack and you walk every day to build up your endurance and your strength. So go check out the Angry Prepper Fitness channel to watch that video. It's great. And I actually do that myself with a pack that I have here that's probably somewhere between 25 and 35 pounds. And I hit that in the evenings and I walk and then I come back home, build up that endurance. But if you have any additional items that you carry in your get home bag, drop them in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. I'm just trying to get out information, and we've got a lot of things coming down the pike. We appreciate your time. Keep prepping. Your family depends on it, and your life depends on prepping. This is Vision Preparedness. Have a great evening and a wonderful weekend. God bless.